illustrious boat. Have you ever seen this boat?
Man, if you haven't been on a cruise, bro,
I haven't been on a cruise before.
bro,
Mm.
you got to
This,
get on one.
it's this one right here specifically I hadn't heard about. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Mm-hmm.
Norwegian boat. I don't even know if you want to call that a boat. It's a Norwegian city on the water. I don't even know if you want to call that a boat. What was
Not
that?
bad.
I can hear me.
Yeah.
That's them people. They listening. That means we're live. Get your act together. This boat, man, this ship, this cruise ship on top. You wouldn't believe it, man. On top of it, seems like you'd be on top of the world. I'm looking at it right now, scrolling through. It's called the Bliss.
The Bliss.
Yeah, man. I was about to say roller coaster. You can go surfing there on top of the boat. You can go swimming. You can go down water slides. At
Mm-hmm.
nighttime, they light it up with multiple different colors and sail the open seas. Just getting away. No land in sight.
Come on, bro.
But it's all that bliss worth. The absence of what you might be ignoring on your next getaway.
Whew. Come on,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? I'm ready whenever you are, bro.
As they say.
Mm-hmm.
As they say.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they be saying.
They be saying ignorance is bliss.
Oh, that's what they be saying.
That's what they be saying. Back in the
Because
day, they used to say, what was you about to say?
I was about to say I was ignorant to the ignorance of the bliss. And yeah.
Yeah, man. They used to say back in the good old days, what you don't know can hurt you. These days, they're saying to this generation in 2024, they're saying, don't worry about this. Get some bliss in your life. Live your best life and all that good stuff is fun and games and it sounds great. But what does it cost you?
What does
Let's
it
get
cost?
into it.
Let's get into it, y'all. Laugh and then follow us. What's going on, everybody? Make sure before we even get started, y'all, get on that Facebook. If you're on Facebook at the firm 365 24/7, make sure you are hitting that like button. Make sure you're hitting that love button. Make sure you're hitting that share button. Let the people know that we are on live. Let your peoples know. Let your cousins, let your mamas, let your aunties, and all thems and all thems. Let them know that we are live. We are in color. Make sure that if you haven't already, go to YouTube at the firm 365 on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Hit that
And
notification bell immediately.
don't forget to hit the bell. Not the Taco Bell, but the notification bell. Because we want y'all to stay for the show.
Yes.
Now I have to make a quick detour to y'all know where. Because Taco Bell, if your stomach is not ready for Taco Bell,
man, it's like the second day in a row you've been going to the bathroom jokes. What you over there going through, brother?
man,
Who is out there? You know what we got down here? White Castles. It's guaranteed.
Oh my goodness.
To send you to that porcelain steed.
The porcelain steed.
Oh, you're gonna be on there all night. Anyways,
oh man.
Appreciate everybody that's following us, y'all. Hey, caution. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? We've had a good time. Those of y'all who were on yesterday, hope y'all enjoyed the show. It was a great show. You know what
Great show.
Thanks for showing up. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. Everybody that's here tonight, it's going to be a whole different show. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be no woman's side of the story. Ain't nobody going to speak up for you. No, I was playing. Now, hopefully we get some representation, male and female alike, in the comment sections live while we're on live. Ulysses, man, how you doing today? Greet the people. They all in the comments talking already.
Already.
I'm talking. I'm just
And what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all so much for taking your time out on a Saturday evening where you could have been spending it anywhere else, but you chose to come and spend it with us, with the family, with the familia. If you're on the gram, make sure you go out to the Firm 365, at the Firm 365, 24/7 on the gram. Hit us up there. On TikTok, at the Firm 365 is where you'll find us. And FLAVIUS just went dark. You know how this goes.
I was going over there. That's what happened.
Oh, man. But listen, you guys, we're so grateful for y'all to be here tonight. Tonight's topic of conversation. While FLAVIUS gets his life together.
Wait, hey, man, remember what I told you? No discussion. Other background. Carry on. Keep it professional, even when I'm not.
Oh, man.
No narrate the background. I'm doing this on purpose. I do this every show. Everybody know that.
They know the spirit of technical difficulties.
Yeah.
In nombre de Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But yeah,
what are we talking about?
But listen, y'all, we're talking about today's topic of conversation. Ignorance is bliss. Or is it? Ignorance is bliss, or is it?
It is.
So with that being said, you guys,
sometimes there's some things you don't want to know. Sometimes there's things that you don't want to know. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Party time. You don't even want. We talked about what happened when it get too late. Yeah, that was yesterday's conversation. Today we're talking about what happens when you want to get away. And sometimes it's not about where you go, Ulysses. Sometimes it's the frame of mind you think with. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you may be chasing bliss, the thing that you really want so intently that you begin to ignore things that could come back to bite you in the butt. Ignorance, a lot of times people get defensive when you use the word ignorance because they assume you're trying to say that they're stupid or they're not smart or they don't understand or they whatever the case may be. That's not really the way you should take the word ignorance. It's what you're ignoring. Ignorance is the lack of knowledge. It's not someone who has knowledge and does not apply it. That's called a fool. We're talking about the lack of knowledge. You don't have it. So sometimes you can turn yourself off to a lot of things in pursuit of bliss. And for the last 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, leading up to 2024, everybody's been like, somebody, please. Somebody was in their prayer closet like, Lord, please. Even if it's Cat Williams, I swear, I need some motivation. I'm sick of watching all this news and all this craziness that's going on in life. But hoping that somebody snap us out of it, give us something else to focus on. But everybody ain't been living their best life. They wouldn't be that desperately looking for, water if they wasn't really in a dry land.
Breaking it down. I like it. I like it. But before we begin, y'all.
What?
Before we begin.
Oh, man.
We want to officially welcome you to the F.I.R.M podcast.
That's how we start. What up, world? It's the F.I.R.M.
Let's get it. Welcome to the F.I.R.M.
Oh, it's about to go down.
Set your schedule for 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Saturday Nights Live for a time that's one of a kind.
Woo-wee. There's nothing off the table, no trolling. We go from politics to religion to relationships to whether or not you like crunchy or soft tacos.
Woo! Forget about a love language. What about your love level?
Oh man, we excited for this one.
On all social media platforms.
So make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Fellowship in a righteous manner. That's the best.
With your hosts, FLAVIUS and Ulysses. We roll at
6 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
We be jamming to
the music is just
yeah, change that, man. So I gonna catch us over here. Oh,
yeah. Ignorance is bliss, you guys. Ignorance is bliss. Flavius. When it comes to the phrase, right? The phrase of ignorance is bliss is pretty much saying like what you don't know. What you don't know, not supposed to hurt you. What you don't know, as long as you don't know,
it's okay.
And you good.
Yeah.
And you good. But the question is, are you really good? What are we getting into, my brother? What conversation, what rabbit hole are we fixing to go down on tonight?
The rabbit hole that we're getting ready to go. I'm glad you asked, brother. No, it's fine. The rabbit hole that we about to go down when it comes to it's not just the bliss, but it is. Let's just go deep right on in there. It is the license or the right of way to not be held accountable. That's really what it boils down to, because most people are trying to learn as much as they can so they can make their best choices and decisions, and you know what I mean, have their best experiences in front of them and not just behind them. You know what I'm saying? If you're still living, got something that's worth living for, then a lot of times I find that people don't want to be held accountable for everything. Some people don't want to be held accountable for their opinion on politics. Some people don't want to be held accountable for their opinion about men and women, you know, when it comes to dating. Some people, you know, they don't want to be held. They just rather not tell you. One of the things that was said on the show yesterday was about being honest with somebody about something that, you know, you can, it's the way you say it. I heard you say that earlier today. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. But a person can be helpful or a person can be critical. But communication, telling somebody they can improve on this or you can improve on that, that was a part of a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, like y'all said yesterday, there's certain things that you don't want to admit about yourself because you know a person would hold you accountable to it.
Ooh.
So ignorance is, you have to work to stay ignorant. Because some people are just like, I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. Don't even tell me. Because they don't want to be accountable for what they're going to say to this person and how that's going to change the relationship. Because it's like, don't even tell me. You already know what I'm going to say. Just don't make me say it to you. But I think that there's a level of ignorance that's not like on the surface level, on an immature level, on a base level. You're talking about people think you're saying you're stupid, you're dumb. On a higher level, it's that sacrifice that helps them get to the bliss. You know, they won't have a hard conversation with somebody in a relationship because they don't want to lose something that is a part of the bliss of the relationship.
Ooh, that's good.
You see
That's
what I'm
good.
saying?
That's good.
So me wanting to stay, I'm choosing this ignorance so that I can be in this bliss. Hold on to this bliss for one more day.
No, that's good, man. Because like when you're looking at like when you're looking at a situation where it's like, do I really want to know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many times have you dealt with people, especially like in relationships, where like, man,
Huh.
they always say, if you want to find something,
Mm-hmm.
you'll find something.
Yeah, go look it. You
Yeah.
go, you see it.
If you look, you will find something that you are not going to like.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I really want to go down that road?
Mm.
Do I really want to know what it is that you are hiding?
Yeah.
If I just begin to pry just a little bit and ask the right questions, eventually the truth is going to come out.
And as a guy, and most people, you can be honest with yourself on social media, on comedies, on skits. It's always portrayed that guys prefer not to go on their cell phone. And what do they all have say? Man, you go in there looking, you go find. So I don't even look at my girls first. I don't even go in her purse. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They rather just be shocked and surprised by it than to go digging for something they believe is there. And it's like choosing not to. Why? Because it's not that you're not curious. It's not that you don't want to know. Maybe there's signs. Maybe there is a real legit reason you should be paying attention. However, why would you sacrifice that? It's the bliss.
It's the
And it
happiness.
causes you to hold on to something that you chased yesterday that led you to the headache you're having today. And you're choosing again to grab hold of it, not knowing what's waiting for you tomorrow is going to be just like it just was. It's you're
Hey man,
choosing ignorance for a bliss instead of a blessing.
man, I really love I really love how you broke that down in the very beginning, because ignorance is the lack of knowledge of something.
Mm-hmm.
When you have the knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and still choose to ignore
Yeah.
for the sake of bliss,
Yeah.
like what
We're
like
not
what,
talking about, we're not talking about somebody that don't an idiot.
so it's like, we're at a place, and let's go to the comment section right quick,
Yeah.
to the chat. We are all ignorant in some areas of life. That is why we
Mm-hmm.
are here to help each other, not forgetting that there are those who believe they know it, damaging the learning capacity of some people.
What you
We are,
got? Yeah.
we are all ignorant in some areas of life. That is why we're here to help each other. True. But what happens when you are in a situation, relationship, whether it be husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, work
Yeah.
related, family, because we all go through some level of drama, right?
Yeah.
When you are willing to sacrifice the knowledge of what you know just to be happy, or the idea of what happiness is supposed to look like,
Yeah.
because we know what's going on. We got other people telling you, hey, this don't look right. Hey, this smells kind of funky.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to look into it. And we're just shaking our head, because we're like, man, if I was to really look at this,
Yeah.
then I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be angry. And you know what I don't want to do, Flav?
Hmm.
I don't want to start all over, man.
Man.
I don't want to have to start all over with a brand new relationship, asking the same questions that the last 17 people asked. What's your favorite color?
Find another.
what's the favorite color?
Color.
You
You
know,
want to go see this movie? I would try. Then you have to taking them out to the movie theater, trying to figure out what movie you ain't seen with the last person. Yeah, we can go see. Have you seen Star Wars? No. Figure
but
you don't like sci-fi movies, so
sometimes you gotta lie. No, I ain't seen that. You want to go see that? Okay,
yeah, girl.
yeah, cool.
Let's
Let's
go
go
see
see that.
that thing. I ain't seen. You know what? I think I did, but I might have fell asleep on. Let's go see it again.
Oh man, but it's real life.
It's a choice. We're not talking about natural ignorance, somebody that doesn't know something. It's agreed. Um, the lack of knowledge was mentioned in the Bible. Because of this lack of knowledge, because of a lack of certain knowledge. What did it say? Anybody know in the comment section?
In the scripture? Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what's so important about that scripture though?
Huh?
That my people perish for the lack of knowledge.
Yeah. They
When
what?
they
Pushing
perish.
P.
So and here's the thing. It goes on to say, not because they didn't know,
Yeah.
because they didn't apply what they already knew.
And some of us know that we ought to be paying more attention to certain things. But for bliss sake, and we replacing that with peace. You know what I'm saying? And I watch people year after year, not the same people, but different folks. There's billions of people on the world, on the earth, can possibly know them all or seen them all. You know what I'm saying? And you see people all the time having a great time all year long. And then a year later, 2 years later, they going through it, chasing the same excitement.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I knew somebody, the more vacations they took, the more miserable they got at work. Because all they can think about is getting away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And chasing that bliss can cause you to, you can get desperate. Next time it'll be the person that's been giving you the biggest headaches that you signed up for another vacation with to go to, on a cruise or something. And last time it didn't go well, but here you and brother such and such or sister such and such, you're ready to go on a date on the cruise, knowing that it don't be working. But just so desperate to get away that you put yourself in situations. So it's like chasing bliss can be a lot of different things. And it's not about trying to get something good. It's about experiencing something that does not happen, nirvana, total happiness on earth.
Mm.
And it is a lie that's told to a lot of people because it's the opposite of the truth. The truth is going to bless you. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be blissful all the time. You know what I'm saying? He told us what the world was going to be like. In this world, you're going to have tribulations. You're going to have some trials. We talked about some yesterday in dating Christians. But you're going to have some of this stuff. But, I got you. Is always the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be there. I ain't going to never leave you. I'm going to be there with you. But there's going to be some days. And there's no example of nobody in the scriptures and the stories in history's time that was serious about this, that just had a great life. And most of the ones that today are on television and everything like that, or on the internet, that look like that, every household is like, they ain't real. they faking it. That's a whole showcase. That's a multimedia preacher. That's a mega preacher. That's a super critical, false this, false that. If it even looks blissful, because they know that ain't realistic.
Mm.
But some people think they can have that privately. I'm gonna have the best relationship forever. I've watched people that have jumped on my friends group that I'm friends of now, a 5-year span. They not with who they started with. But during that time, or let me say after that, there's all of this, new knowledge of man, and it's not even new knowledge. Here comes all this supposed revelation, but it's preference like this. I knew I shouldn't have did that. I knew it, man. There was so many red flags, man. I knew I was wasting my time. I knew I shouldn't have given him another. How could you have known? You had the knowledge. You did know, but you ignored it for what you thought you could hold on to.
No, that's powerful, man, because it really makes me think a lot. Like the idea of happiness, right?
Yeah.
Like it's such a
Nirvana.
beautiful concept to have. Like, I just want to be happy. I just you know, the relationship that I'm choosing to be in, I just want to be happy. And so in relationships, there are moments of happiness, moments of joy, moments of like, oh my goodness, my boo can't do nothing wrong.
And there may be a lot of them.
My boo can't do. Man, let me tell you something. We haven't argued in 2.5 weeks. Man, it is
Never.
the best times of our. And so what we're doing, you got what we're doing is that we are holding on to that feeling, that euphoria, that oh my God moments, in hopes of recapturing it. You know, it's like when they say when somebody who does drugs, right? They have to keep doing more drugs to maintain that same high they had the first couple of times. The drug itself is bad for you. The feeling you get, woo, amazing, out of this world. But the actual drug itself is actually hurting you. So chasing after this bliss, chasing after those moments, those reminders. Oh man, we had some good times, y'all. You know, if you take away the cussing, the yelling, the hitting, the cheating, they're a great person. You know, like we try to figure it out. We try to understand it. We try to justify whatever it is to try to maintain that bliss.
Yeah.
Sacrificing.
And then it can become a cycle.
And what is it doing, you guys? You are sacrificing your peace for the sake of bliss.
Sacrificing. A lot more.
How many times have y'all been up in the middle of the night about a relationship?
Whoa. Losing sleep. Sheesh.
Over a relation, over one fish in the sea, as they say.
But what if it's the right fish? No. What if it's Dory and she just keeps forgetting? No.
But we do it.
That's how relationships be. What I just said. Yeah, it's a joke. What about Dory? Talking about the fish in the sea. But a lot of us get in these relationships and the significant other just magically keeps forgetting what they keep doing. They do it again, and you be like, I thought you said you weren't gonna do that again. I've been tiptoeing around the conversation, our whole trying not to trigger you. And here you go doing the same thing you did last time. What are you talking about? I never did that before. Dory.
Oh.
Amnesia.
And
a person that's trying to, and a woman that's trying to live for the truth, lying about what she remember is a problem. You know what I'm saying? But you're ignoring the fact that you got to tell lies. Another person is ignoring the repetition of this whole thing, that it keeps on happening, and they don't even remember the last time. You're like, you did this 3 days ago. Nah, that was like a month ago. What? You said this. I never said that.
You know, and y'all
And you gotta ignore that. For what? What happiness is worth that? How long does bliss last?
you're again, you guys, from like when I look at it, and you know, one of the things that I saw in the chat from Darlene was red flag is what you call it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing:
Indeed.
if you're not careful, what you will see, what is a red flag, you will try to make it into like a red blanket. You know, it's cuddly, it's soft, it keeps me warm at night. Yeah, it's got some holes in it. Yeah, it's poking me. Yeah, I'm bleeding. Yeah, but look at, isn't it? It's like so cute, such a cute flat, such a cute blanket. And so we find ourselves literally ignoring on purpose. You know, and I touched on it yesterday. When we are looking for a person,
Yeah.
we tend to fill in the blanks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We tend to fill in the blanks, hoping that what I'm not even what I'm seeing, but what I'm believing
Mm.
the outcome is going to be. You know, and the thing is, like, is that a fairy tale movie? Is that something you don't
Yeah.
even see in the movies, where all of a sudden the person makes a dramatic change and wants to and wins the girl back, or the girl wins the man back because I've seen the error of my ways. I'm a changed person now, and I know what I did was wrong.
Never knew.
You
Go
better
ahead.
sing that. You better sing that. But what is the bliss worth to you?
Mm. Now, if you look up the word bliss, it sounds like it would be worth everything. You know what I'm saying? Joy, pleasure, delight, happiness, gladness. That sounds real good, don't it? That sounds
Mm-hmm.
attainable. You know what I'm saying? Ecstasy. I don't know.
Mm.
We ain't gonna go there. We don't need that. Somebody needs that much bliss. Elation. Rapture.
Mm.
Is your relationship gonna be the rapture for you? Huh?
Caught up.
About that.
Caught up.
Think about that. You caught up in it.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? You caught up in all that mess. You know what I'm saying? No, it's playing. It says euphoria, heaven, paradise. Woo! Cloud 9. It's the opposite of misery. And if bliss is what you're sacrificing for, then why are you experiencing the opposite of the definition of the word? Why are you going through the misery?
Because you ignoring.
Ignoring that you really have been bamboozled. This ain't heaven. This ain't euphoria. You ain't glad. You got to tune in to 3 and 4 motivational speakers every morning just to start your day. Somebody is thinking about the coffee they're going to stir up in the morning just to get going. We need to get through a lot of the things that we may or may not want to go through. But at the end of the day, if this is what it is, heaven, paradise, euphoria, if that's really what you think you have, that bliss, then why is it the opposite, the misery? Why? And then what do they say? Misery loves company. So everybody all in these happy in a relationship for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, stressed out. Misery loves company. So you get friends that you can talk about and be real with. For 6, 7 years, you've been telling your girlfriend that you tired of this brother. For 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 years, you've been telling your homeboys that you tired, sick and tired of this woman. She keep on doing it. She keep on. What
Driving me
are you
crazy.
holding on to? Then soon as you know, you had that makeup session, if you will. You know. Sometimes people make up the breakup. Yeah, you know. As soon as that's over, the next anybody asks, oh, well, you know, we working through things, you know, things all right. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you know how she get. Girl, you know, sometimes all I need to do for him is get his water together, give him a bath, you know what I'm saying? Fix him a good meal, and he back to not cussing me out.
Man, even worse, man, where you know the cycle.
Yeah.
There's a cycle. And part of that cycle is let me do what I gotta do to get to win you back. I will behave for you. I won't I won't change.
Yeah.
I won't change for you.
Yeah.
But I'll behave. The difference. We
Yeah.
look at somebody's behavior and think they changed.
Look like Bliss.
Don't cross them, people. Behavior doesn't mean change. Consistency means change for sure. But so I've been in situations where the behavior, like they have my work clothes ready for me for the next day. They had my pajamas on the bed. They had my slippers ready. They were willing to take my shoes off for everything they had to do to get back in that good grace, to get back in that situation of, okay, let's work this out. In the back of my mind, oh my God, like, Lord, please don't let me look like a fool. Please don't make me look like a fool. Like, I know this is a cycle. I know that give it another week, another 2 weeks, we are back in the same cycle again. But
right back at it, man.
But I want that happiness.
I got to have it.
And those 2 weeks are great. Like, oh, okay. And then boom, the cycle begins again. I ignored the knowledge for the sake of happiness.
And how many times you gonna holler at us about, you know, you knew it after the fact? I mean, how many times are we supposed to listen to you tell us that you knew, but you didn't do? And the whole time we was maybe taking that side, telling you, hey man, you know, hey, your homegirl, like, maybe you need to take a break. And you during, nah, you don't need to take no break and stuff, because if I take a break, then he get to take a break, and then you know what I'm saying?
That's right, darling. That's
boundaries and stuff. What you say?
That now no person changes, but rather modifies their behavior.
They modify their behavior. You know, your body change is a biological thing. Your body's going to change at some point. You don't look the way you looked 10, 15 years ago.
What?
So change is a natural thing. Now, I'm sorry, my brother.
Oh, man.
Lean your chin in a little further. If you notice Exhibit A and Exhibit White.
This is because I've been in the presence of the Lord.
Oh, yeah, that's the glory.
The glory.
I got you. So what you trying to say? I ain't been. We'll get to that.
You're
I need to get in my prayer closet a little more.
You're not as mature as I am. You're not as mature.
I'm going to see him right after the show. All right. Nah, but the truth is, the things that you sacrifice for what you call bliss. If it was really bliss, if it was really heaven, if it was really the promises, or remember, somebody's out here. I like the way it was a guy on Shannon Sharp this week, and on Shannon Sharp's show, it was Country Wayne. And Country Wayne was talking about the devil. And he was saying that, it's not that the devil wants you to mess up. He's like, he wants to bless you too. He was like, he want to be God. He's just bad at blessing you because of who he is. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. So that's what he said. And I thought about that. I was like, huh. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to a lot of the people in conspiracy theory circles and in Hollywood and social media, they tell you there's these promises, these contracts, these doors you can go behind if you get too big. You know what I'm saying? Get too much notoriety or something. Somebody gonna take you down this path to some secret society. But a lot of times they say it's the trade-off. You selling your soul. He gonna give you all the things you want. And then we watching these people lose everything they have, go get locked up when they had a scripture that said, what is a profit of man to gain the world and lose his soul? What is his soul? God breathed into and he became a living soul. This your vessel. And you done lost it. They got you chained up somewhere and took all your goods. It's some people are trying to live the dream, but they have no evidence of having the dream. And what people are starting to get tired of doing is telling the people that they're meeting today about what they had, about what they lost, about who messed up what they what they had built. They don't, how many people, how insecure you can become when you've lost homes, when you foreclosed on this and that, when you've really made big losses, you've had divorces, you've been, your name ain't got dragged through a church or something. You know what I'm saying? Real big issues that can follow you in life or affect you in life. And at some point, you're trying to get past them. Well, when you stay in that cycle, you just begin to repeat the same story. Because you know that what you holding on to, you know the dude that's out there scared of his girl going back to his ex. That guy exists too. He's out there telling her, I know you want to get back with that. You be talking about him all the time. Some lady popping up. Who is Shirley? Who is who is Jennifer? And what? I heard you say their name in your sleep. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Paranoid. Gotta keep tabs on you.
Or the biggest one. I had a dream. What is it? Who is she?
I had a dream, and you was at the store, and you was at the register, and there was another girl at the other side of the register, and y'all knew each other in the dream. I could tell. I was hovering over y'all, watching
the Lord showed me something. What her name is?
It was like a movie. Who is she? What? Hey, y'all going through counseling for your bliss. Now you standing in bliss, talking about better days but behind you, wondering if that last girl still remember you. I hope she ain't really moved on yet. Let me check her out on Facebook, look up her name, and see if she done moved on. She was in a relationship a couple years ago. Maybe she done broke up.
Got plan B just in your pocket just in case.
Yeah, man. But it's fleeting. Because why? Bliss is something only God can give you. He said he was going to give you heaven. He said he was going to give you peace and delight and joy, and which is the opposite of misery. He said that he was going to take your misery away, dry up all your tears. Right. He said he was going to provide for you in this earth. Behold, the devil come to sift you as of wheat, but I have overcome this thing. That's the secret. And you with me, you in my hands, and whoever's in my hands, in my Father's hands, and I seen his hands, and can't nobody take nothing out of his hands. And what's in his is mine. And we share this thing. It's a family affair,
Right.
and you part of that family. But when you're chasing a false promise from a fake God, from something that's trying to replace your God by promising you things it cannot follow through with. God is the only one that makes promises and covenants that he follows through with no matter what. Even if the devil throws something, even what he meant for evil. Not specifically the devil, the enemy meant for evil. He turned it around for your good. And he's telling you this up the road because you don't even understand. You didn't know. You didn't have the knowledge. You was ignorant for real. And because of what you didn't know, he's telling you that evil that happened back there last year. See how I turned it around for your good?
Right.
I got you. This is real bliss. It's the knowledge of the truth, being able to differentiate true bliss, which cannot happen on earth, and God's.
I think what is so important.
I'm not gonna say it can't happen on earth. What I will say is we're not finding bliss in the places that we looking for love in all the wrong.
I think what I love what you're saying, man, is that, and this is what came to my mind as you was talking. When we look at the fruit of the spirit, there's not one fruit, not one seed, not one whatever you want to call it, that is happiness. You see love. You see joy.
Wait a minute. Where is the book? You sure?
James chapter 5.
It don't say. It's got to say happiness. The pursuit of happiness, that ain't in there.
It might be in the book.
In the Bible.
I think it's in the book of Nowhere, chapter 14.
Where have I heard that before?
Yeah.
I swore I heard a preacher somewhere saying the pursuit of happiness.
Pursuit? Yeah. I mean, sure. I think it was Pastor Will Smith that preached that message. But
he did look like a preacher.
Like an old deacon. Baptist. That's what he looked like. But and he got promoted to Northside Baptist. Later on in the movie.
And the Oscar goes to
and get the tears running. But you won't find nowhere in the Bible, unless someone can correct me.
Yeah.
Someone could correct me. You won't find nowhere in the Bible where God is telling you to pursue happiness.
I think that's in a declaration.
Because happiness is temporary.
Yeah. It's fleeting. Momentary.
It's like you'll feel it right now. 2 minutes later, you get bad news or whatever the case is, you're no longer feeling happy.
Gone.
However, God says that there's joy. And in that there's joy in him. He says to count it all joy when you go through various trials and tribulations. And it's like, how can I have joy in what it is that I'm going through? Like, Lord, don't you see what this guy is doing to me? Lord, don't you know what this woman is doing to me? How can I be happy? And God is saying it is not the happiness that I want you to pursue. But what I want you to pursue is the end result of what it is that was happening here. That what you're going through, the pursuit, going through various trials and tribulation, at the end of it all, what does it produce? It produces patience. And letting patience have its perfect work so that you will be lacking in nothing.
Ta-da. I don't know what Amanda means by is a man looking for a doormat or a witches? I'm
Yeah,
confused. I've
yeah.
been shook, huh? Ever
Please,
since.
please, Amanda,
Yeah, if you could
clarify.
break that down just for clarity, even if we don't get back to it, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Man looking for
I
a
understand.
doormat.
I got you on the doormat part, but you lost me at the witches. Maybe that was a typo. The nice girl, or who's the nice girl? The doormat or the witches? What are we talking about here?
Oh, the mean girl. Okay, so which is she means like a mean girl? Like, you looking for a nice girl? Or you looking for a mean girl?
You gotta be specific.
You know, us men love
I think
specifics.
it.
Yeah,
You
us.
know, don't ask no man that. They don't know. Y'all really think we know? We get with a nice girl and tell our boys, like, man, she real sweet. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I need in my life. We get
Mhm.
a girl that's mean. We be like, yeah, you know, but she don't play. You know, my girl don't play. We I gotta go, fellas. We
That's
don't
funny.
know. We don't know. There's no answer to some questions
Uh,
about guys. We don't know.
no, Amanda, you can use whatever word you want to use, but we prefer not to use any cuss words. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
we totally get what you're
Just put
saying.
a dot where the B should be, and I'll know
An
what you mean.
asterisk, put a star, put an
I
asterisk. But
I'll
no,
pick it up.
it is a very good um, question, because is a man looking for a doormat or a woman who is submissive, right? Who, yes, baby, yes, baby, yes, baby, or are we looking for a man a woman who is like, let me tell you something, you know?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you
Who
know,
knows?
it's for you know, for
How
us as
old is the
gentlemen,
guy?
for us as guys, you know, we what, especially us in our ages, for sure.
Yeah,
What we are wanting is somebody who will bring us peace.
that's right.
It doesn't matter if you're a strong, independent woman or a submissive woman. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I've been with both. I've seen both sides. You know, and so
Yeah.
it's like, at the end of the day, you a man or a woman. At the end of the day, if you ask them
Are
nine
those the only options? Adore, mean or nice? Ain't nobody lukewarm up in there. No.
you
What
want
you
the
say? You
night.
want a nice girl to always cook for you? My mother be looking kind of mean sometimes. She still be cooking. So I don't know. I don't know. But carry on. Carry on. Or that woman who just wants to make you popcorn for dinner. You can't have both.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
mean, you know,
saying?
look,
What if I
I'm
want a
not.
steak and a bowl of popcorn? What if we were having? I went to a movie theater down here, Studio Movie Grill. At this theater, they have wide seats and it has a table that folds out. And they serve you, I don't know, your local steakhouse type of level food, Applebee's or some level type of food, but nice. And they serve you dinner. I was there and we had dinner and watched a movie. And after I ordered popcorn, she didn't cook none of it. And I'm out here spending my money, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep the bliss, ignoring the fact that there's a woman out there that could have been my doormat. You see what I'm saying? I didn't even know that was an option. No,
Oh man,
I've
apparently
been
it is.
looking for the wrong thing. What other options are there? Nah, you might meet a guy. I'm just, you know,
We
it
playing.
is
We
what it
playing.
is. It's a joke. It sounds like a joke, but there's a guy out there that literally is in his 20s and he's like, yo, I want a woman who will, you know, lay down her life for me, ride or die, doormat. You know what I'm saying? She holds me, she's my foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
She holds me up. You know what I'm
Come on.
saying? When I
Uh-huh.
come in dirty, she cleans me, your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hey, she makes sure that when I enter into the doors that are designed for me, that my feet, I only leave my presence and not my footsteps. You know what I'm saying? Doormat. You know what I'm saying? And that guy be like, I want this type of woman. And she be so sweet, cooking and cleaning. And one day there's this other woman, and she mean as ever. All the guys at the job is like, man, don't talk to old girl, man. She will call you a witch, and you a man, if you know what I mean. I got you. No, but she crazy. That same guy that is said he wanted the doormat will be at the job, and if that mean girl turn around and just so happen to be attracted, and he can handle that because he ain't got this. It's all new, spicy. She just want me. Y'all suckers. It's something about me. Y'all ain't got it. And be done cheated on his woman with the mean girl. After all of that. And that same 20-year-old man will turn 30. And you know what he'll choose? He'll choose the nice girl that is holding him down and always coming home and willing to reassure him that his worst nightmares in a relationship are not going to happen, accept his past, stand by his side. And you know what that woman will do after she builds you up? She will tell you that I need a man that can pour into me. I'm always telling you what to do. Without me, you would be nothing. You know what I'm saying? Flip the script when she get pissed, and it'd be like, turn it right back on you. And I'm about to go find somebody. I need a man. I need like they were talking about the other day. I need one of these anointed brothers with all this emotional expression and everything to come over here and that I can surrender to. What is that?
As men, do you like to get compliments and feel wanted?
Oh, who doesn't? From your mama, from the old lady around the corner, from the lady at the Walmart gas station. Hey, sweetie.
Man, look. Man, when I first moved to North Carolina, I thought every woman wanted me.
Down south, how they talk.
They was like, hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. Hey, baby.
Yeah, it's confusing if you ain't from down there.
Oh, man. I was like, okay. Oh, all right.
He called me sweetheart. Mm-hmm. I've been to this restaurant 3 times a week. I go 3 times a week.
Until I realized that they was calling everybody sweetie and honey and baby. And I was like, so I'm not special?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. My bad.
But the problem, go ahead.
Yeah, we do as men. Who
are we to? Well, we're not about to be pushed into that type of corner on our own show. Who are we as the men we are to speak for all men all over the world? That's what everybody keeps waiting on. Some major representative. You always want a representative to speak for everybody that we've never met. I'm over here trying to tell you hypothetically about a man I never met. I don't see him in the mirror. He ain't one of my friends. But he ain't in my peer group.
What do you like?
Exactly. The problem is if whatever we want, we can't hold on to, and whatever we're trying to, at this point in our life, we're trying to be happy with it. If I need another relationship, I'll do that. If I need to be alone, I'll do that. If I need to move, I'll do that. But it's whatever I believe is taken to get this, and it's choosing to ignore things that are the reason why you're not happy with the pursuit.
Yeah, I mean, and what Amanda is really boiling down to is the 5 love languages according to the books.
Them books then led a whole lot of people to
words of affirmation, things, words of affirmation. There's a lot of men.
Ain't physical touch one of them?
Physical touch is one of them.
And then when you get mad, you be like, "Don't touch me." Man, forget the love languages.
It's the love. When I feel like it.
I love a gift giver. As soon as you know what I'm saying, get mad. Forget your gifts. I don't want this.
Yeah.
My love language is words of affirmation. I'm pissed off at my woman. Baby, you know, I just want to tell you that you're the best man. Girl, get out of my face. I don't want to hear you right now.
I'm trying to hear none of that stuff right now.
I love banning them all that love language stuff when it's the going gets tough in real life. We trying to get people out of cycles, not back into a book that came out 1997 to 653. We in 2024 now. Love languages ain't worked. All right. We scrapping the book and we go get some new books.
No,
you
it
write
helps.
a book. Somebody write a book. It helped.
Uh-huh.
If you in your 40s and 50s right now, yeah, we remember the book. It's a bunch of 20 and 30-year-olds and teenagers out here, like my kids, getting ready to be 21, going into the world that ain't never heard of no love languages. So it's like, what transcends the generational things that we've been presented that's supposed to help? And I think that what it is getting back to the promise to begin with. If knowledge is what? What is knowledge according to the Bible?
Applied wisdom.
Knowledge is applied wisdom. And the wise of the world are experiencing more of this joy that you're talking about. Think about it. Think about what you haven't gone through because you made up your mind you would never go through it again. Some of us get so caught up on what we do that we don't even give ourselves credit for what we stopped doing.
Come on, sir.
Just because we said it back then and we ain't never done it again. Whatever that thing is, because we understood that is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that's lasting, and it's okay not to be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about the lack of what you don't know. We're talking about choosing it. If God is saying, I can tell you the truth, and you're saying, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. There was a, what was it? Before I get off of here, man, it was a late night show, and a guy from The Office. What's his name? The one with the glasses?
The glasses.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Customer, for those in the chat room, help us. In the office, the guy with the glasses. Think of his name.
Yeah. But anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about with the glasses. Jim always messing with him, pranking him and stuff. But he said he did a scene. It was a skit within the show. And he was sitting down to a counselor or whatever. And the counselor was one of the black guys on the show. And he was dressed like Morbius. You can find this clip online. And he was like, you want to take the red pill or the blue pill? You know, one of them, you can stay here. And the other one, you know, I'll tell you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Just like you asked me in the beginning of the show. He was like, I'll take the pill to stay here. And he was like, wait a minute. Did you hear what I just said? He's like, yeah, I'm kind of happy here. I'll stay here. You know, I just got branch manager, promoted. I'm getting married soon. You remember they had the marriage episode with the guy?
Dwight,
yeah. Dwight guy, he was like, you know, I'm about to get married. I just made branch manager. You know, things are really going good in my life. I think I'll just stay. And he was like, you do understand you're choosing to stay in the matrix. He was like, yeah, I'll be good. But it was choosing the ignorance for something that you may or may not keep forever. And I'm not talking to the people who have had whatever they've had forever, but I'm talking to people who I run into in 2024 who have gone through some losses.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to ignore certain things that I don't want to be so happy on earth that I lose sight of heaven. And I live in a world where I believe we live in heaven. You know, if you read Genesis, this is one, the space between the firmaments.
Right.
You know, it was dry land came out of one of them. I believe that we stand on earth and walk under the heavens. I also believe there's a second and third. But this one is what it is. It ain't good. You ain't got to chase heaven on earth. All you got to do is reread Genesis, the, the first chapter, and you'll see it. You'll see it. And you ain't got to chase that. It's already here. A level of it, the first one.
Right.
You ain't gotta run after all of that. There's problems, there's trials, there's tribulations, but together, like you said, having these conversations, they'll help us get to a place where we stop choosing the ignorance for the bliss, because it's misery in the ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and in my closing,
Yeah.
you know, I love what you just said, that there's misery in the, you know, in the ignorance,
Uh-huh.
because we tend to, again, just to reiterate, sacrifice our
Yeah.
peace for the wishful thinking that things will change. Stop sacrificing your peace for what you know is not going to work out. Stop holding on to this false hope that things will change,
Mm.
because you're going to find yourself wasting time, wasting energy, wasting sleepless nights,
Yeah.
wasting so much X, Y, and Z because of this expectation of what somebody's telling you. If you want to give somebody another chance, take your time with it.
Take your time.
Take your time with it. Watch, let the fruit speak for itself.
Mm.
If the fruit starts speaking for itself, cool. But if it turns out to be a dead tree,
Stop eating off that tree.
stop it, y'all.
I know you paying attention to the expiration date, but you ain't gotta go right up to the expiration date. You know what I'm saying?
But that gut feeling is telling you to stop ignoring the signs.
Mm.
Stop ignoring it, y'all. That is all I got.
Man, you know what I'm saying? This conversation really came from yesterday. Just sometimes after the show, we get to thinking about stuff, and you never know what it sparks throughout the week. So we wanted to jump on here tonight and talk about it because, just like the cruise ship that's on the thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of people out there that are just trying to get away, just trying to, get away from the stress, the problems, the repetitive issues, the errors. Some people want to get away from themselves, but when you're really enjoying your life, that's when you don't need to get away. You can choose when to get away. And sometimes if when you sanctify yourself, set yourself apart, it's easier to explain it. But when someone sanctifies you and they set you apart, it's a little bit more difficult to explain. There is a separation. It's a getaway. There's rest there. And a lot of us are sacrificing the rest, not wanting to know nothing, not wanting to face nothing, ultimately, is what we're talking about. Not wanting to face things. You choose in ignorance. Later on, better. So what if they are unaware? If you're unaware,
unsure,
if you're unsure, then that's why you got to tune back into the Firm Pressure podcast so we can give you that answer. Now, If you subscribe, you will know the answer.
No,
What if they are uncertain?
what if they are
Then
unsure?
proceed with caution.
If they are unsure, then listen, you guys. At the end of the day,
Then stop trying to convince
if you know what you want, if you know what you're looking for, and if they're unsure, don't waste your time with it.
I never went to McDonald's and told them to get me a hot and ready. I never went to the pizza spot and said, let me get a Big Mac. I know what I want and I go and get it. I know a fake Big Mac too. I know a badly prepared hot and ready too. Just because I go to the right place and get the right product doesn't mean that all of them are the same. No pizza is prepared the same. Maybe it never comes out the same. But at the end of the day, if you're willing to take a chance, then get on out there and take a chance. If they're uncertain and they're unsure, then what more can you do other than be yourself? We're talking love food. I don't know. And somehow they blended.
They intertwine. Food is love. Love is food, y'all.
You see what we saying?
I know y'all heard the way to a man's love is through his stomach. You know what I mean? So,
and I've never heard a truer proverb from ancient times in 1601 when it was first established amongst child and monks who, upon being found at war, were starving, met by women with bun cakes, and they immediately turned the hearts of the monks to loving the people. And when they gained their strength, they became one people. And that's when the story was created. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. You know, it's neat, you know.
Yeah.
Couple facts are missing, but it's an ancient legend. What are you chasing? What do you really want? What are you ignoring to get it?
Don't settle. Don't settle, y'all. Stop settling.
It's not getting you nowhere. Sometimes we be trying to figure out the other issue. And like y'all was saying on the show yesterday, there's some inner man, inner woman, you know, construction necessary. Don't take your paranoias to your next relationship. I'll say that.
Ooh.
And don't ignore what you fear. But don't take it to anybody but God first. Don't run to them about it. Hey. Who you on the phone with?
You can ruin relationships for sure.
You can.
And
it happens, and you'll live through it, and we'll be here all 2024 to give you more of the Firm Pressure Podcast. We appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. We didn't even intend to go on this long. That's why we started later, but you know how it gets. It gets good. Listen, get to going. I get to going. And with two hosts like us, what can you do? Plus, we're serving two audiences on Facebook and in YouTube, and we enjoy it. We appreciate the love, the laughs, the thumbs up, all that. You know what I'm saying? The comments section. We appreciate y'all tuning in with us. Everybody that's showing love to those that were on the show, guests of the show, and the fact that y'all be talking to each other in the comment section. Keep it going. We'll be back on whenever we're back on. Maybe next weekend. We got some time during the week. We'll be back on, but you'll see the beauty of these shows is that they remain on the air when we get off the air. Keep in mind, it's all about laughter. It's all about love. It's all about revelation and relationships. It's about truth. It's about the fellowship in a righteous manner. Exactly. Yes. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And if it's true, then we're going to firmly live this life this year, the next year, the next year. You know what I'm saying? And just keep pushing at you know what I'm saying? And keep pushing at each other for the better of our futures. Because if you're better, the people around you in your life will benefit from what you bring. And if we could be a part of that journey of making you better, making you firm, then that means we're touching so many people through you. Appreciate you guys. Share, like, subscribe, Ulysses, all that good stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, you guys, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us this beautiful, beautiful Saturday night. We hope and pray that you guys continue to be blessed in our situations. Again, at the F.I.R.M, on Facebook, at the F.I.R.M 365 24/7, the F.I.R.M 365 24/7 on Facebook, and also on Instagram, and as well, you guys, on YouTube and TikTok. At the F.I.R.M, at the underscore sign. I mean that whatever at sign. The F.I.R.M 365 is where you'll find us on
it's
YouTube.
late, I don't remember that sign.
And on
you know the loop, A.
Absolutely, absolutely, as they say. But thank you guys so much once again for joining us for this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night here. And yes, it is a chilly night. And for Florida standards, it is a chilly night.
Man, but, brother, what you talking about? In Indianapolis, it's 9 degrees, my brother. 9.
What?
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What? Wow.
No, those 3, 4, 5, you know the rest.
Yeah, well, you know, for Pensacola, 25 is 9 degrees. So yeah. So it's what we. But as Amanda said, you definitely got us beat. Jersey, 17 degrees. Oh man, so everybody's feeling it. Everybody's feeling it. But again, we love you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Y'all be safe.
Are they gonna be?
The F.I.R.M is signing out.
What up, world? It's the F.I.R.M.
Let's get it. Welcome to the F.I.R.M.
Oh, it's about to go down.
Set your schedule for 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Saturday Nights Live for a time that's one of a kind.
Woo-wee. There's nothing off the table, no trolling. We go from politics to religion to relationships to whether or not you like crunchy or soft tacos.
Woo! Forget about a love language. What about your love level?
Oh man, we excited for this one.
On all social media platforms.
So make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Fellowship in a righteous manner. That's the best.
With your hosts, Flavius and Ulysses. We roll at
6 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.